So, the question I feel percolating in the back of all of you's minds, bubbling toward the surface like a pearl diver breaking for air, is, did Lizzo finally get PCSX2 working? Or what? And the answer to that question, you sarcastic bunch, is or what? Actually shelled out the £24 for the final Fantasy X HD re-release. Yeah, that's a thing I did. Me, the person who's professed on multiple occasions to hating this game. You're wondering why did I do that? Was it to watch the comically oversized eyes that... I don't think you really tell on the recording, but if you look on my television you can clearly see they do not match the facial mesh at all. It's horrendous, it really, really is. But no, it wasn't for that. The reason was because a lot of the folks I like to watch and such myself, they speak very, very highly of this game. Admit, my predilection to hating it is based more or less entirely off a 12-year-old's deep-seated despite of the sphere grid system for the most part. Simply listening to this intro though, I start to wonder. Because I'm already starting to remember that 10 was back when the soundtracks for these games were still good. So, there's that. Some very dodgy work going on with the eyes. I don't think they've remapped the facial textures, the new ones, to the underlying animation mesh at all. Like, you watch closely every now and again, all the characters' eyes in fact, but it's pretty noticeable on Titus, they'll bulge out their skull.
Listen to my story. This may be our last chance.
That's right. Opening title and thumbnail. With me, Lizzo. So yeah. There should be a little thing explaining why I'm doing this. Basically, if I were a diabetic gamer, Dark Souls would be sugar, and this is going to be my insulin. It's the general thing I'm going for here. That boy has an ascot, I just want to punch him. I can't help it. It's a Scooby-Doo reflex. Seriously, who the hell wears an ascot? I mean, really. Nah, ghost boy! Somebody call Bruce Willis! Nice insertion of the classic Final Fantasy theme, though. Oh, good lord, what am I wearing? No, seriously, what am I wearing? This is what happens if you let a 3-year-old dress themselves. You know, they just get all of their favourite items of clothing and slap them all at once. Jump out into the hallway. Ready! No, oh god. Don't look at me, people. Don't look. Don't look. There's any option. Hey, kids.
Can you sign this?
No problem.
There's get my invisible pen. Not quite as good as Wonder Woman's invisible plane, but you know, it will have to do, I suppose. Some audio desync going on here, that's what that's about. But yes, we're going to be, basically this is a running joke. Well, anyone who's ever played this, but... Our character's name is going to be... Fliegenhagen. The unpronounceable. I'm sure, you know, that joke won't come into play at all. Probably not.
Me too!
I mean, the first time somebody has to pronounce my name in the game, surely that'll make a difference. Okay. Ladies. Got a different set of balls you could be holding.
Have your autograph?
Of course.
Good luck tonight!
Nothing to
Use
worry.
my invisible pen.
Oh, if I score a goal, I'll, do this.
Ugh, crotch thrust.
That'll mean it was for you, okay? What seat?
Should we tell the girl on the left that she's been missing most of her top? Oh, she can pay full price for that.
Got it.
Seems like the kind of thing I should point out, I don't know.
Well, gotta go. Cheer for me.
2, 3... Teach us how to blitz!
How do you do that? Sync your subtitle, that's amazing. You're on the road to that talent.
Then teach us after!
Maybe tonight. Tonight, well...
You can't tonight.
Oh, thank you, Ghost Boy.
Tomorrow.
You heard the Phantom.
Promise?
Promise.
Oh my god, they're in a cult. They start young these days. Run, Flickenhagen! Before they catch up. You know, the loading screens are fast. Like, I admit, the HD textures on top of the old set design does look bloody gorgeous. There's some issues where you can tell, like, the background is like a 2D matte painting that's being scrolled slowly from left to right, but a lot of stuff's really good. The water effects in particular, which makes sense considering how much of the game is based around water. Dear Lord, did a bee sting you? Yes, I'm terribly allergic.
I was in a coffee shop running away from home when I heard the news. Our hero, Jacked, gone, vanished into thin air.
My
My
God.
dad must have been his biggest fan. I knew how sad
It's
he
the kind of voice that can make women wet from 100 paces. I like it.
Zanar, I says to myself, what are you thinking? I went running straight back home. We sat up talking about Jack all night. My dad and I never talked so much. Whoa. Didn't mean to reminisce, folks.
I can't even think of what to commentate over that.
10 years later, the Jack Memorial Cup tournament is...
And now he's ruined it by talking about sports. There's always something, isn't there? Douglas, isn't that a Harry Potter thing? No, whatever. More loading. Fast loading, but still. That's right, important sports start coming through. I have an FMV to trigger if I remember correctly.
Hey, I'm gonna be late.
In fact, I really want to know if this FMV still includes the ridiculously over-the-top heavy metal. I really, really hope it does. Nothing would please me more. Not at this point in time, anyhow. Go on, do it. So I know HD re-releases tend to change OSTs and stuff, but I really want this to still be the same stupid over-the-top music. The stuff that made me want to play this game when I played the demo. It is! It's there! Oh God! Oh my god. So I know a lot of people hated the soundtrack. Well, this part of the soundtrack at least anyway, but I love this shit. Then again, this is back when I was into like Typo Negative and stuff like that. Aha. Everyone's favourite one-eyed, one-armed drinker. Like, just me, or does that tidal wave look really close? Oh god. Well, perhaps I can catch some. I think the sport would actually be more interesting if people did drown. It's kind of funny actually that because of the resolution changes, the FMVs are actually of a lower resolution than the rest of the game, and I think I just killed a man. Well, actually no, this is Final Fantasy. People get shot and stuff all the time and survive quite handily. I'm sure a fall from about 30 feet onto concrete is a little more than inconvenient. Well, that's about, what, 10 hit points? It's fine. Should we mention that Brainiac appears to be eating the city? Is that the thing we should do? No? Nope. No. Don't want to ruin the sporting event. See if that was this Sphere of Water's angry brother or something. Well, I'm talking about using my sister for fun and games. Take this. Death Laser! That's right. That water ball just fired a Death Laser. Seems a touch extreme, but I don't like sports either, but don't see me blowing up entire cities about it. Wow. Did that with wet gloves as well. Can't say fair, that man has an incredible grip. Well, spoke too soon. That's the end of the game. Flickenhagen is dead. How tragique. Loading. Still loading. in case anyone hadn't realised. Like I said, fall from 30 feet under concrete, about 10 hit points is fine. You! That's right. It's him.
What are you doing here?
Drinking, obviously.
What are you
Kind of what he does. We loaded out of a cutscene and into another cutscene. That's a thing that we saw. I thought this wasn't on the PS2 anymore. Ghost Boy!
Huh?
Somebody find me Venkman. He'll know what to do. I'll be helping the kid's mom, not terribly relevant.
What?
Don't cry.
Get out, you creepy kid. Get some shoes while you're at it. I suppose I can't really offer fashion advice at this point in time, but how does he do that? Like a killing as a magician. Oh, well, I think. Be sure to let me know what you think of the audio levels, the gamma and general brightness and such. If you think the colour saturation is off at all, again, leave a message down below in the comments. And we'll get right on that. Relatively speaking, anyhow.
Hey, not this way.
Look,
See, now the audio seems to be perfectly in sync again. Weird, huh? Speaking of which, that's one of the few times that the eyeball bulging thing that's going on here actually seems to work. I gotta ask, why does the water ball get its own FMV? That hardly seems fair.
we called it sin.
We who?
Sin?
Never mind the name, who's we? That'd be my first question anyhow. Oh good, a tentacled thing. That can only end well. Here in this Japanese game. No, that's just nasty. Tentacle thing firing periwinkles. That's deliciously terrifying. Get away from me or I'll flail at you. Don't make me do it, I'll slap you. I'll slap you. Don't make me do it.
Take it.
Where were you? What? Where did that? Jesus Christ. Working out much, are we, Aaron? He lifted that sword and us with one arm.
My old man?
Couldn't he have gotten me a sword that, clearly wasn't made to be used as a prop? There's no way this thing can balance properly.
I hope you know how to use it.
Of course I don't. I'm a glory-forward football player. I haven't got the slightest clue to use a sword. Why would I?
These ones don't matter. We cut through.
Gotcha. Spam X to win. Understood. You were carrying your own sword this whole time. How? You had no sheath, no nothing. I call shenanigans, Oren. Unless you got some sort of hammer space nonsense going on.
Bother going after all of them. Cut the ones that
And
matter.
again, this is my try to toast a natural disaster, so what do I know? Ah! My god. Now I know what Steve Irwin felt like. Except I'm still alive. Yeah, you just keep trying that. Apparently Sin is also a big fan of bullet hell games. I think that's what we can infer from what we have seen so far. Me changing my voice like this, quite consistently, is going to wreak havoc with me fixing the sound levels of this. Because different tones of voice require different sound levels. It's amazing they can all coordinate that one little dance they've got. Quite cute, really. Not so much the trend of abomination, but you get the general idea. Oh no, not Demi! Not the spell that can never actually kill. Just inconvenience. There we go. Tap left, that's the one. Been a long time since I've done this. Over a decade, Jesus Christ. Oh shit, right, left. just about. Thank God for those pro gamer skills. Could do without my leg cramping right now though. That'd be a thing that I'd appreciate it not doing. Got its own disco in it attacks. Interesting. You know, after a fashion. But here, have my limit break. Now what's this one's gimmick? Ah, right. Tap the button, yeah. You not see me playing The Last of Us? I got this shit down, son. You just could be hammer the X button until you win at this point. Which is pretty much the same for all Final Fantasy games. The opening, what, half an hour to an hour is basically just tap X till you win. There's very few of them actually require you to keep any track of healing or the like until they start introducing that via tutorial. Ah, God, a hit move purple. Purple that can never ever kill. If you've ever played a Final Fantasy, you're not going to be even slightly concerned by the fact he's using Demi. Once you've taken care of the regular guys, anyhow. Which I'm presuming the... Jesus Christ. The limit break is basically prescripted to do for you. Try to cut you. Now what? Now what, I say? Huh? That's right, that's what I thought. You go limp. My sword is harder than yours. Just so you know. Lovely camera angle though. Can't admire the fact we took the time to look at the scenery as we killed the giant tentacle monstrosity, and that be a save point. God, I've missed these. Not gonna save, of course, because you know, why would you at this point? There's literally nothing here that is even vaguely a threat. The only reason you would have done it back in the PS2 days was in case the game crapped out and crashed on you.
What are you laughing at, old man?
It's stock footage, you idiot. He's not laughing at anything.
Huh?
Not anything temporarily contextual,
Give me a break,
anyway.
man.
Or contextual, even. That's what happens when I try to be too... Yeah, too clever for my own good, really, isn't it? Oh, good lord. I think we've got on to level 2 of the bullet hell game. Or perhaps not, because only a couple of the things attack at once. That's awfully kind, all considered. They could just swarm us and kill us all at once. What do you reckon, attack from the front or from the back? You haven't got a preference? That's wrong entirely, why'd I push? Damn it, damn it, damn it. I'm sure you could attack the machine though. Am I thinking of something completely different? I'm sure you could. No, apparently only as a sin spawn at this point. Perhaps it has to be a scripted thing, the game has to tell you to do it. Yeah, in case you haven't already guessed, smack the ones that flicker. Those are the ones that start casting that spine attack thing on you. Their basic grab has a pretty high chance of missing, the spine attack much more likely to actually land. I think it does more damage too, if I remember correctly.
This could be bad.
You reckon?
That! Knock it down!
What?
Trust me, you'll see.
Don't worry, I got this. Epic punch! Well, that didn't work. Seriously, you lifted me and my sword bodily off the ground with one arm, but you can't kick something that's already dangling over the edge off it? Le disappoint, Aran. Le disappoint. I think it's all part of the inconsistency, isn't it? It's getting closer. Don't know how you're doing this yet, but you're almost there. You got me, Johnny. You got me good. Well, it's only 75 points of damage. It's even vaguely a threat at this point. Having started leveling. I'll be back. Well, you just killed everyone in that office block. Well done, Aaron. You committed mass murder of our own people. That perfect chaos in the background.
Go.
Kinda looks like it, you know? It is another pan through the front of the shot. You'll see what I mean. No, not the big pudding. No, not gonna show it? Well, that's just typical, really, isn't it? I noticed something I pointed out and then the game doesn't show it again. With FMVs, you know it's important. The water ball of doom is awfully close. Just thought you should know. Well, I remember this. Garland, is that you? What of it?
You are sure?
Don't talk to the giant sky orifice. Just, you know, blow it up or do something.
This is it.
This is what? What are you doing?
This
No?
is your story.
I don't want to go into the skies, Victor. You can't make me. Well, apparently you can, but... Yeah, at least tell me this is his mouth. No. No. Exactly, Fleckenhagen. Exactly. And that was the first time I died. Well, second technically. Falled concrete was the first.
Hey. Hey!
5 more minutes, Mob.
My old man?
No, it's a giant flaming pillar. A subtle difference, but I think your mother could probably explain to you why that is not your father. It's the kind of thing she would remember. Going down, 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 down. And left, apparently. Giant flaming pillar to the right that gets your attention, makes you assume you're going that way, and you actually have to go is left and down. A subtle and unnecessary piece of misdirection.
Like where I was, what I got myself into. I started to feel lightheaded, and then sleepy.
And then hungry. And then slightly constipated.
I think I had a dream. A dream of being alone. I wanted someone, anyone, beside me. So I didn't have to feel alone anymore.
Wow. Well, you fit the standard for a FF protagonist so far. That was incredibly emo of you. Well done. Well done. My god, it's Hyde all over again. Seriously, what am I wearing?
Anybody there?
Bird!
Aaron!
Should have known it was this bloody bird. It's always the birds.
Hey!
Yes, do you mind? I'm trying to assail the bird, after a fashion. Yeah, you better fly away. I'm on to you. No good a minimap. Forgotten about that. So glad that's a thing now. See, I miss the static camera angles and the wonderful painted backdrops. I miss that already. Just for the fact there's now a minimap. Unless I can turn that off, maybe. Wouldn't be too bad if I can turn it off. I can still swim under the water. No idea why I'd want to, but I could. Yeah, as long as this doesn't follow usual video game rules of you can swim in the water, but there's probably horrible things in it. You should be pretty safe. Yeah, that works. How long have I been going for? About half an hour or so. Right, as soon as I find a save point, we are going to do our first save and call it a day then, I reckon. It seems like a good place as any, you know? Now look at that, nice. Almost as if I planned it. Of course I planned it, yeah. Why wouldn't I? Okay. Right, hope you all enjoyed the first episode. Comment, rate, subscribe and all that jazz. And myself and Fliegenhagen here. So see you next time. So until then folks.